Hello, all my crafty people out there. It is time for our weekly project. If you haven't been here before, my name is Stephanie and I upcycle clothing. Generally things I get from my local thrift stores, sometimes estate sales. And today is a thrift store day and I also need to do some Christmas stuff. So my little grandchildren, my little granddaughters love it when I make them something. So I thought I would upcycle them some jean jackets. So I found this little puppy. It's a 4T. Just can't get any cuter. It's a little Old Navy one. And I also found this pink one for the older one that tends to live in pink. And I think, again, it's cute. It's got these little puffy sleeves. So I have a couple of t-shirts that I located that have the fun sequence stuff on them. And I think we're going to try and upcycle with this on the back and maybe some other decorations. So if you want to see how I do it, by all means, like, follow along, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And I'll catch y'all at the table. Okay. The first one I want to do is this little pink jacket. It's nothing fancy, but I do like the little puffy sleeves. I think that's super cute. And I want to add this Be Unicornly You with the little sequins that move. I want to add it to the back. Now, I wanted to be very specific about this particular shape. So what I did is I measured the top. I probably did it with a tape measure, but I measured the top, I measured the bottom, and I measured the sides. And then I could draw a template using this first, making it a square, folding it in half, measuring out this part, and then cutting the angle. So it's nothing fancy, but the reason I wanted to make a template is because I want to get the center of this t-shirt as best I can. So what I thought I would do, and I've washed all these little pieces, so I know they're not going to fall apart on me. What I want to do is take my little template. I want to make sure my little shirt is super straight, or as straight as Jersey gets. Not worried about the sleeves. They're not important. Like this. And then I want to put my template over it to make sure I get it centered. Because see, this, I want to make sure I get that unicornly U. And I want to get all of this up here. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this down. And I don't care that I'm cutting through the entire shirt. That doesn't matter to me. I'm going to pin this down. And actually, I'm going to bring it down just a little. It's getting into the collar right there. Yeah, I'm going to get out of the collar. I don't want any complications. Let's see. Like that. Make sure I'm not hitting my seams on my shoulders. And I'm just going to pin it down loosely because I'm going to use my rotary blade to cut it out. And then once I cut it out, we're going to sew it on. And I went ahead and I bought some cute white little ball trim. I don't know what you call this. Anyway, I'm going to put this around the edge to kind of soften the seams, because I'm not going to tuck the seams in and worry about whether or not they're, under the piece. So let me get this done, and then I will catch y'all probably at the machine. Here I am just cutting it out with the rotary cutter. Trickiest part about this is turning it without messing it up. But it didn't take too long. It was quick. Okay, now that's what I want right there. Make sure I've got it pretty much lined up inside those seam lines. Okay, now we're going to take our, what is this? What is it called? pom-pom trim. Of course it's called pom-pom trim. Just read it, Stephanie. You would be amazed. Let's see if I can figure out how it's... There we go. All right. Now, I'll take my pom-pom trim and I'm going to trim out around the edges. It's just tape on the end so it doesn't fray. I'd kind of like to leave that there for right now. Again, so it doesn't fray. And I'm going to circle the top, and then I'm going to circle the sides, and I might even do it on the bottom. And I think I might also take this to the front and put it on the pockets. And I have some buttons that are really pretty in this color tone, in this color. And I'm going to put those on the front on the shoulders. Okay, before I put the pom-poms on, I had an idea. Maybe I should get this pinned down just by itself. I was going to go ahead and baste it down, but I think I can handle putting on the trim and keeping it in place. But I did go ahead and pin it all the way around. I'm not going to put pom-poms across the bottom because of that edging. I don't want it to curl up. So what I need to do, and this will save me from having to deal with a corner per se. I'm going to start at one end down here, go up, turn the corner down, and on this part I'll have them facing down. On this part I'll have them facing out so they don't distract from the unicorn. Okay, here I am sewing down the pom-poms, going up one side from the bottom, and then I turn the corner and make sure that I change the direction of the pom-poms, and I just make my way to the other side and down again. That way we won't have any joints, essentially. And then I did go across the bottom with just some black thread to make sure that stays in place. Don't want it loose. Okay, we got our pom-poms on our pockets. These were kind of tough because you're going through that thick seam around the pocket. And I did hand stitch the ends down just so they wouldn't ravel. They don't seem to be a problem, but those turned out cute. Now I am sewing on the colorful buttons, and I decided to put them on the collar. I could have put them anywhere, but I thought they made the most statement on the collar. So I'm going to put these last three on this collar here, and then this one will be done. Okay, the next shirt and jacket, we have this tiny little 4T, which has at the max maybe 7 inches here. And this is about 6 inches, so we know it's going to fit. But I don't want it to be like the other one where I put it in the panel. I just want it to be the face, the little smiley face. So I'm going to cut it up just by itself, and I'm going to use our good old rotary cutter to do it, and our sticky board. So I'm going to put this over to the side. And first thing I'm going to do is separate this from the rest of the body. Oh, and that's what it does. It's rainbow or it's yellow. So anyway, I got a piece of string in there. Didn't mean to. Okay, so I'm going to cut up the sides, and I'm just going to loosely remove this little decal from the front of this shirt. I think I could use this jersey for some other things, like some fringe. So, you know, no reason to throw it away. All right. Now, we're going to take our sticky board. I'll probably remember this from a couple of projects. And it is sticky. I think it's still sticky enough, especially right here, that I can put it down and stretch it out. Not too much. I just want to make sure it's secure and it's not moving. And I have sprayed this with just some embroidery adhesive. You can get all kinds of brands. I've got an old can of something. But it, let me put that back. We'll take that out so y'all don't have to listen to it. So, sprayed this board, and I keep this board in a bag just for this purpose, just to make sure it stays sticky for this process. Now, The tricky part is I don't want to punch a hole in this, so I'm going to have to be kind of careful. This little thing has this little point, and then my blade comes up like that. And I have to kind of get it centered. There we go. Kind of go between, and I'm just trying to check and make sure. Let's see, I've got a little more. Let's see if I can get it to center again. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be putting a border around this, but I want to get it as close to good as possible. All right, now I've got it. All right, so let's see if we can cut it. See how bad it is. Not too bad. Got a little piece here or there. That's not a problem. The thing this does for me the best is the fact that it gives me the shape without me having to do a lot of folding and finagling. This one didn't cut quite as well. I didn't push as hard as I should have. But again, I'm not looking for perfection on this because I'm going to be putting a border around it. So now I have my smiley face and I just stuck it back on the sticky. Okay. What we're going to be doing with our smiley face is we're going to be adding some border. For this one, I wanted a pink border. And yeah, I know it's uneven. It's okay. So I have the pink pom-pom. That's bright. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew it to the front. And then I'm going to turn it out like this to put it on. So again, I'm going to sew it down to the front with the pom-poms facing in. And then once I sew it, I'll be able to turn it out like this, and it'll give me a finished edge for me to tack down onto the jacket. So let's go over to the machine, sew this down first, and then we'll concern ourselves with getting it attached to the jacket. Okay, this was a live and learn thing. I should have put it on the other way on my foot because the little pom-poms kept getting caught underneath that little screw beside my foot. But I eventually got it all on there and sewed down the end, so it worked. Then I just applied it to the back of the jacket, again pushing the trim underneath the little face so it gave me a nice finished edge, and pushed the pom-poms out to be all stand-out-ish. Okay, time to finish the little one's jacket. This is what the back turned out like. Very cute. And that's what it does. It rainbows, which is cool. I kind of like the rainbow side. That's why I picked the pink. But I think it goes with the yellow as well. But when I went to put the little pom-poms on the pockets, they're not real. They're super cute, but they're not real. So I can't get the pom-poms under there unless I do it by hand, which, yeah, not keen today. So I thought instead we will decorate the bottom. So I'm going to run the pom-poms along the seam down here of the bottom all the way around, and I think that'll be super cute. And then for the collar, since her collar is obviously much smaller, I have these little flower buttons, and I want to put one on each collar. That'll be the decoration for her. I think she'll be super pumped about it because it's got the smiley face on the back. So let me get this to the sewing machine. I'll sew the buttons on first, and then I'll get the thing sewn on, and we should be done with this project. 2 Christmas gifts. Done. This was probably the easiest part of the whole process, was just sewing this little trim on the bottom. And I just kind of stitched in the ditch right up against the waistline seam or band. And I think it turned out really cute. Okay, everybody. This didn't take very long and makes a great gift for anyone, adult or child. That just happens to be for my 2 granddaughters. And this is our unicorn with our button collar and our little pom-poms over our pockets. So I know somebody's gonna love this. And it's pink, of course. That's a major thing. And then the littlest one, this and this. I'm just super pumped. I think she's gonna love it. So it's got her little buttons on the collar and her little pom-poms all the way around. And our happy face here, which goes both ways. It's rainbow on the other side. So this is a super easy and super inexpensive gift that you can do for children or adults. I have one over there that my daughter wants me to do for her. So by all means, give it a try. Have some fun with it. If you enjoyed this video, by all means, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I will catch y'all on the flip side of our next project.